Hello and welcome to the weekly Top 10. I'm davidinark, and each week we count down the top 10 downloaded mods for BeamNG Drive. In this video, we're counting down the most downloaded mods for the week ending April 30th, 2021. Which mod will land in the #1 spot? We'll find out soon, but I'm telling you now, there were only 19 downloads between the first and second position on this week's countdown. Before we get into that though, kicking off this week's countdown, we have the mod that was at number 2 last week. This week it drops 8 places to number 10. It's the IYB Off-Road Tires. And coming in at number 9, we have a mod from 1111 Milo. This mod adds a fun feature to the Charrier line of cars. It's the drift steering for the Vivace. Now, up next, we have a mod that last received an update back in 2019. Now, as we have seen time and time again on these charts, sometimes we get a mod that grabs folks' attention for one reason or another. And this week, the Destruction of Cars Medium lands on the charts at number 8. At number 7, we have a mod that reached the number 3 spot last week. First released in 2017, it's had recent updates and keeps DJ Plopper on the charts. Slipping from number 3 to number 7 this week, it's the Apex Expansion Pack. Making its debut at number 6, we have a mod from one of the premier modders in the community, Peter Bimo. We've seen his work on the charts before, and this week he grabs the number 6 spot with his 1996 Ibishu Pessima long wheelbase mod. This mod stretches out the Pessima just enough to provide some extra leg room for the rear seat, and a longer trunk provides for more storage. Now, as we head into the top 5 mods, this next mod brings some real-world rally atmosphere into BeamNG Drive. For enthusiasts, this is the long-awaited Ken Block FIA World Rallycross skin, and it debuts this week at number 5. At number 4, we have a mod that I've featured on the channel a couple of times. It's been updated, providing more fun in the sand driving and racing around. With secrets such as abandoned ghost towns and a UFO crash site, it's no wonder that Ghost's Desert Map mod comes in at the number 4 spot this week. The next mod we have this week also makes its first chart appearance. Now, much like the Destruction of Cars that we saw earlier, the mod at number 3 is an older one that hasn't been updated at all. This mod from Beam Car Home Trade first hit the repository back in 2018. What brought so many people this past week to the downloads for it? I have no idea, but here it is at number 3. It's the ETK 800 Signature mod. Now, you may recall at the top of the show I said the gap between the number 2 mod and the number 1 mod this week was just 19 downloads. Those 19 downloads made the difference between a longtime chart favorite retaking the number 1 spot and the return of a former number 2 mod to take that coveted top position. Without further ado, at number 2, a fan favorite and the longest running mod on the charts to date. It's last week's number 4 mod. At number 2 this week, we've got the Car Jump Arena. And now, the mod that beat out the Car Jump Arena to return to the charts and grab that number 1 downloaded mod spot of the week. Welcome back to Angelo 234's Advanced Driver Assistance System. This mod adds front and rear collision detection systems to a slew of vehicles. In fact, it's been reworked so that it uses the license plate slot so that it should work with just about any vehicle in the game. And there you have it, the top 10 mod downloads for BeamNG Drive for the week ending April 30th, 2021. Now, this countdown is not sanctioned by nor officially associated with BeamNG. Download figures are taken directly from the repository pages at beamng.com/resources. All of the data is compiled for the week and compared to the data from the previous week. The top 10 mods with the most downloads for the period are ranked in order from number 1 to number 10, and then we count them down backwards from number 10 to number 1. Hey, special thanks to GamerGull, Hero of God, and LosWilko for supporting the channel on Patreon. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time for the Top 10 Countdown. Have a great day.